already. There's 2 more to go. Good morning and welcome to the Predator WPA Women's 10-Ball World Championships presented by VenBilliards. We are live from the Bali International Convention Centre here in Indonesia. Our first match today should be a belter. It's between Taiwan's world number 4, Chou and Great Britain's world number 11, Kelly Fisher. It's best of 3 sets, races to 4, winner breaks, 30-second shot clock with 1 extension each per rack. Your referee for this one is Dave Pearson. It's 10-ball, so it's a cool shot. I'm Mark White, and calling the shots with me is a slightly unhappy Canadian, big red and white, Eric Hallefson. How you doing, Eric?
I'm not over it yet, Mark. So close. No, it was a good final yesterday. Taipei played well. Good to be with you guys. Look forward to a good one here.
Yeah, well, so am I. I don't often get to commentate on Kelly, but everyone knows she's a friend, but I'm completely biased. These two are great friends. They actually practice together in Chow's pool hall, believe it or not. They're in Taipei. Kelly spent a lot of time there, and they actually been practicing this against each other recently, playing sets and races to 9 for the 9-ball that they've just had in Saigon. Did some 10-ball practice as well together. So they should both be ready. No friends on the table, Eric. It's all business now. Chou breaking off. Rack number 1.
1 ball down. Good start for Chou. Can play the 2-ball behind the 6-10 here. Cue ball near the 3. Always nice when you have 2 ways to cover the save. Gonna make Chou a slight favorite in this one. Of course, Kelly, awesome pedigree, can definitely more than hold her own. Just Chow's been a little more successful as of late.
2-ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, she's had a little bit of a rough patch. Kelly Fisher hasn't had the results that she was looking for. But I know she's been working on several different things in the past few weeks. So watch out for a new and improved Kelly Fisher today. Very close to the scratch.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the 2's available on the side, but could possibly play a roll-up safe behind the 6.
Don't like stunning it, Eric, no? Can you not stun behind that 6-ball? Roll-up's a bit difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it would create more distance. Just kind of feel like the 2 you might have to cut the 2 a little bit, but if she doesn't, that's a good play. Nice shot. Oh, just want the 2 to go in. Almost did.
He didn't quite hold the ball. It was very awkward queuing out the jaws of the corner pocket. That's never a nice place to queue out of. Although on these new Predator arc tables, it's made a little bit easier by the nice flush pockets, Eric. I do like the lovely flush pockets.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing of the past. Those raised pockets can get in the way of the queuing. Predator definitely aware of that.
Well, this 2 is on, Eric.
Yeah, we'll see if Chou decides to take a early offensive play here. He's got to run the cue ball into the 7. Ideally run into it squarely where the cue ball stops near where the 7 is. Tough shot.
Here's another cracking match for you over on table 2 as well. If you're a Cesca Centeno fan or a Wei Tiu Jen fan, that's the match for you. Hopefully you'll stay with us or maybe get 2 devices and watch both of them. Why not?
Missed the 7, but still came out okay. Good shot.
Yeah, I didn't think she could miss a 7 there, Eric, but I think she caught it a little bit thin, didn't she? So maybe that helped.
Yeah. Played the cue ball through the angle a little more.
And goes the extension. Didn't have a sponsor for quite a few years, and then won the World 10 ball, didn't she? I think she won the World 9 ball as well, and had sponsors after her. Predator signed up. No more brown ferrule and funny coloured wood cue. She's carbon all the way now.
I remember that. It's been a couple of years since she's been changed over. If there's any seem to be playing with wood still, it's Taiwanese and Filipinos. Seem to be holding on to it.
Yeah, I think the new generation of Filipinos are coming with the carbon now. A little bit short, Eric.
Yeah, gonna have to hope she has a full pocket for the 7. Doesn't have a complete look at the pocket.
7 ball side pocket.
Chou's one of the most consistent players on tour. Always see her near the end of tournaments. Never really see her play weak.
Yeah, taking her up to number 4 in the world now. Eric Kelly back on number 11 due to those recent results. Wei Chu Chen, who's actually WPA world number 1 at the moment. Christina to catch 2nd, Jasmine 3rd, Chou 4th, Sao Sarah in 5th. Good start.
Yeah, strong 2 ball, stayed in line nicely from there.
Started
spin
with
on the cue ball that time, but desired result with the 1 going in the side.
Yeah, so the safety on the 2 did the job that it's supposed to do, created that opportunity, and she grabbed it with both hands, and she'll be breaking again. 1-0 up in this race to 4, best of 3 sets. Went across the Merrick slightly that time.
Yeah. Kelly's going to have to put a lot of cut on the 1 here to get the 7 going towards the pocket. The 8's going to help on the outside of the pocket. Still very underrated how quickly the 1 has to cut here. Safes are tough.
Just checking the shot clock, 30 seconds for every shot, guys. Remember, 1 extension each.
I think the only safe is driving the 1 into the 7 and trying to draw the cue ball back across 2 rails behind the 3-4-10 stack. It's tough. She's considering the combo.
I think she's going to have to call the 7
possible.
either way. isn't she? It could go off the 8 as well. So it's very possible the 7's going to go. Didn't see her call anything. Oh, she just played it soft.
It's a good shot. See how aggressive Chou gets here. She can play the cue ball behind the 5, but dangerous, obviously, with the cue ball traveling so close to the corner pocket.
Yeah, this renamed that shot. Excellent catchy, that one. The scratch in the corner off of the safety because of the World Championships a couple of years back.
Yeah, she had the angle right there, just overhit the speed.
Perfect. If that 3 goes, which I think it does, you can just draw back here, Eric. She'll be fine.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough positional play if it doesn't, but it looks like it does. Four is also close to being available in the same pocket.
You're looking at the 4 there.
Extension.
She can play it into the other corner, I think, Eric. She's got enough, straight enough to hold it for the left-hand corner if she needs to.
Just straight enough, maybe, yeah. Used it all. Like we didn't have a full pocket there.
Was trying to steal it, wasn't she, to make it that little bit straighter. This is a tough shot now, though. Even if she goes for it, that is. Just a safety. Wants the 4 to run. Needs it to run a bit more. I think she's okay. She's got there.
Tough for Chou to take the jump here because she can't hit the left side of the 4. Cue ball's playing into the side pocket.
8-ball corner pocket.
Going at a kick safe. Trying to play the 4 into the 6 and promote some movement with the cue ball back to the 10.
Extension.
Surprised not drawing this. I feel like they're going to end up on the same side of the table. Yeah, I really feel like you got to draw that ball. Did she call the 8? It was possible. No, didn't call it.
4-ball corner pocket.
Kelly can play aggressively here, cross into the 6-7. She'll be leaving distance on the 5, but won't be able to get through the rack if she doesn't play the breakout now. Yep. A little bit distracted by the breakout play, maybe.
Yeah, how often do we see that? Of course, now that problem is Chou's.
Real first, they'll bring her towards the 6-7.
Oh,
Almost.
how unlucky is that? Missed it by a whisker.
Looking to get on an angle where she can play the cue ball behind the 7. going to be pretty good. So once the 6 banking long of the corner pocket, it is. Nicely played. Strong stuff from Chou in the first 2 games here. Has to be careful with the cue ball going off in the side. Ideally wants to hit the further side of it. Always tough to judge the further side of the ball. See players miss it wide a lot of the time in that case. Good contact. Avoided the scratch, but a shot for Chou. Women's field getting so strong now. It's got to be 20 players that can win a tournament at any given time.
Yeah, watched
some new Filipino women on tour lately.
Watched a brilliant interview this morning on the Pro Billiards series Facebook page with Christina Tkach. You know, she's so articulate and gives such a great interview. It really is worth watching, guys. If you get a second, go to Pro Billiards series on Facebook and check out the Christina Tkach interview, where she talks about the strength of the women's game now and the playing alongside the men and how it feels and travelling, all that kind of stuff. Very interesting. She's one smart cookie, is Christina the Crystal Tkach. This is Chou. Beautiful 2-rack lead in this opening set.
Yeah, even some new players emerging lately. Carmel Buhat and a player from China that to keep out for, Mu Yan. Can't remember her first name. I apologize, but she's here in Indonesia.
Yeah, the women's tour really growing now with the help, I should say, of the WPBA and, of course, Predator introducing all these new tournaments for the ladies. I think Christina said they've got 6 Predator tournaments in a year and 6 WPBA tournaments, making a total of 12, one a month, plus all the other little ones that they enter going around on their journeys also.
Yeah, WPA puts on some of their own as well. I mean, in the mid-2010s, women's pool was really struggling. The WPBA was struggling. There wasn't many international events. So, I remember Earl Strickland said one time in an interview, if pool dies, then all sports deserve to die. Something along those lines. So,
sounds like that.
Right. But yeah, it's back and strong now.
Surely she hasn't got a piece of that yellow one. Impossible. Yeah, just coming off the cushion. Took the spin well, Eric, the right-hand spin. So the table's getting worn in.
Yeah, it was going against the angle a lot there. Spun back towards it.
If you're wondering what those lines are, they are a little bit more exaggerated than usual. Someone's gone a bit crazy with the white marker this morning, I think, Eric. But they are to mark out the break box for the shootout should we get there. Of course, if it does go to 3-3 in the deciding set, there will be a shootout to decide it.
Yeah, this is actually the first time I've noticed them.
Yeah, because they're normally just a tiny little line You can hardly see them poking out from under the rail. It's just to show the players where the box shrinks back to should we go to a sudden death decider. Anyway, we'll get to that later if need be. For now, just 2-0 in the first set. And talking about Christina to catch, she is in action at the moment. Up against Charlene Chai. And the defending champion has taken a 2-rack lead in that one, just while we're talking about Christina.
Oh, I don't think she wanted to make that ball. In fact, didn't call it.
Didn't call it. Oh, she did call it. She called it just in case.
Did if she's, yeah.
Still at the table.
Apologizing in a way that she wasn't trying to make it.
Do you go for this 5 combo now? I suppose you have to, Eric, do you? Or are you going to duck in and safe?
Yeah, I think safe was the play there. Now she's made
made
another one unwanted. So Chou didn't even think to call that one. So Chou will have the option here.
Never rains, it pours.
Not much for position here. She'll want to stay at the table. Just a little tough to get the cue ball all the way back. Crossing towards the 9. Yeah, the cue ball is just going to end up there. But still forcing Kelly into a spot where she has to play decent safe.
I like catching this thing on the left-hand side of the blue here.
I do too.
I think she's going behind the 4, though. I know she's going thin. That's the old snooker shot. Multiple time world champion at snooker and billiards, English billiards, believe it or not, as well. I believe 3-time world billiards champion. Helps with those kind of shots. You kind of imagine that you're playing a cannon onto the 7 ball in that case. Gives you your line. Oh, look at this, Eric.
Perfect.
Quite sure. I'm not sure it's how it was played, but she's got there.
Doesn't have the right long rail. Nothing on the left long rail. Multiple rails here at best. Might consider tying something up. See. Can't really. Could cut the 3 into the 4.
There's Christina. Look, talk of the devil, and she shall appear. There's her own little bridge implement, which she likes to use. More like the snooker kind of bridge. Double cross. Also turn it up on its end for those hard to reach high shots over a ball. It's got a little heart in the middle as well, that bridge. Could you spot the heart, Eric?
Yeah, I see it. London Bridge, is that the name of it?
Wow.
So I don't understand the question. Sorry, mate, for what?
Just like the brand name of the bridgehead she's using there?
I don't know, to be honest. I just know it's the double crosshead.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's called London Bridge.
Reminds me of a great story where the Americans actually bought London Bridge. It was dismantled and taken over there. And they actually thought they were getting Tower Bridge, the one where the road goes up. But it wasn't. That's Tower Bridge. And they thought they were buying that one, but they bought London Bridge. I don't know whether it's true, but
things like that happened back in the day.
It's a myth. There was no emails or sending photos back then, were there?
Had to trust people's word. I'm sure a lot of people got away with a lot of things. 2 rails around here, likely for Chou. She can power draw out of it if she prefers.
Good view of the backhand opening up on the backswing. Low left on the cue ball. Didn't really get into it very well, Eric. This is it's a thin one. Even if she goes for it.
Yeah, she can't really hold the cue ball or draw it enough to get it back past the 9, so she's going to play between the 8-10.
Corner pocket, 6 ball. Extension.
And Kelly kind of getting frozen out of this opening set.
This corner pocket.
Makes you...
Yeah, she hasn't really had an offensive chance yet.
No, not really. Nothing that you can really get your teeth into.
Position. Sorry, Mark. Yeah, slightly misplayed position from the 3 to the 4. That's about it.
Wow, changed her mind. Shrewd move, Eric.
Smart two-way there.
Six-ball corner pocket.
She is going to be on the position line if she does make it. Narrowly missed, and things not quite going her way at this moment.
Six-ball corner pocket.
We'll bring you some latest scores, guys, after this rack. Action all around this international conference centre here in Bali. 20 tables.
Good line now for Chou. 8, 9, 10 connecting well.
Game.
Yeah, very good stuff. Making the most of all of her opportunities. Looks like Christina to catches as well. She's 3-0 up on the hill against Zit Hue Charlene Chai. Pia Fila in action against Seo Seoa. And it's the South Korean who's taken a 2-rack lead in that one. Kristina Zlateva from Bulgaria and Bean Hung from Australia. They're all square at 1-1. Jasmine Ocean going well, 3-0 against Fang Bui Zhuan. Wen Ling Wang, 2 down to Rublin Armit. Chihiro Kawahara, 2-1 down to Han Yu. What a match that is. I think that's a repeat of the China Open final, if I'm not mistaken. And Chia Chao in action. Chao Che-Yu's sister. She's up against Amber Chen, and they're all square at 1-1. Cheska Centeno, 3-0 up against Wei Wei on table number 2. April Larson going well, 3-0 against Desi Artista. Xingyu Hong is 2 down to Shui Xiang Chang. Zhang Muan, who you were talking about, 1 set up against Denise Santos. And we'll give you the rest, guys.
Big break from Chou. Ideal result. Gonna have to weave back between the 9-10 to go back up table. Decent amount of space. Has to avoid the 3 coming back towards the 2. She'll need a bit of angle to create anything. I believe she has just enough. Oh, it's pretty straight.
Yeah, got about as much out of it as I think she could, Eric. Did pretty well with what she had. But just the safety now. Probably try and glue Kelly in behind the 3.
Extension.
Very rare that you see any player play close to a lockout set, and if she does get the 3 cue ball behind the 3 here, this will be a great performance in set number 1.
Yeah, it's a bit loose, Eric. It's a bit loose. She hasn't got it, I don't think.
Yeah, long one for Kelly. Cue ball running into the 10. Going to leave her distance on the 3. She'll want to stay at the table here.
Chance to get the arm going. Yeah, couldn't really do too much there with the cue ball. Knew she was going heavily into the 10. The only possibility would have been maybe to try and draw off the 10, but it was a tough ask.
3 ball left corner.
Yeah, just couldn't really get to the proper parts of it.
Needs this behind the 5 shot. Or the 9. Oh, not quite hard enough. It's going to take a good shot though, Eric, to get to that 5 ball.
Yeah, I've seen Chou fire in power shots like this. The aggressive shot would be playing the 3 in the top left and the cue ball around 3 rails.
3 ball right corner.
Similar idea here. A little tougher to get on the 5.
You can miss the 6. Cue ball tracking towards a 7, I would think.
Great shot if the speed is good, but I think she's just too far.
Just a fraction. Just going to have to jump out of it. And a hop, a skip and a jump to pick up the jump cue as well.
5 ball corner pocket.
Makeable one.
Yeah, and if you can just draw it a little bit as well, we should have a shot on the 6. Just like that, Eric.
Beautiful.
Played it well.
One more long pot, and then I'll be set number 1 for Chou, and Kelly not doing much wrong here. Just all parts of the game work. Safe, long potting, power shots. Really no flaws in her game.
Ball corner pocket.
Yeah, I think Kelly will be straight out of the arena. That's the first set for Zip. Not the ideal start that she was looking for, but to be honest, Chou played out of her skin there, played absolutely fantastic. So while they've gone for a little break, Eric Hawlison and myself, Mark White, we're going to do the same, and we'll see you for set number 2. See you soon. Welcome back, guys, to the Bali Convention Centre here. Just while you're having a look at those stats, I'm going to give you some latest scores as well. We have 2 different rounds going on at the moment. This is a winners qualification that we're watching here, but there's also losers round 2 going on. And these are those scores from there. Brittany Bryant from Canada up against Filipino Carmel Buhat, and that's square at 2-2. Venus Lim from Singapore is up against Silviana Liu, and it's 2-1 to the Singaporean in that one. Hei Zhu Jin from South Korea, 3-1 up against Shasha Liu. Margaret Fefilova, 2-1 down to Tamani Okuda. Zhang Muan has taken the first set, tipped by Eric to be somebody to look out for. She's taken the first set against Denise Santos from the Philippines. All these are loser round 3 matches, guys, that I'm telling you now. Xing Yu Hong, 2-1 down to Shui Ching Chiang. April Larson going well, 3-0 up against Desi Aristia. And Wei Chu Chen has lost the first set to Cesca Centino by 1-0. So Wei, the winner for the Saigon 9-ball Open, if you remember, just over a week ago, in trouble there in losers round 3, in danger of going out. And these are all winners qualification matches now. I'm going to tell you about Amber Chen and Chia Chao, younger sister of Chao Che-yu, of course, 2-2. Chihiro Kawahara, 2-2 now with Han Yu. Rubelin Amit, 2-1 up against Wan Ling Wang. Van Bui-Juan is a set down now to Jasmine Ocean. Jasmine going very, very well. Won the World 8 ball recently, but apart from that, has been struggling a bit also, a little bit like Kelly's situation, but she did win the World 8 ball recently over there on the other side of the pond in the States. Christina Zeteva 2-1 up against Bean Hung. Sarah and Pia Filler are 2-2. I believe she's streaming that match herself as well, Pia. And Christina to catch is a set-up against Zit Hui Charlene Jai. That's a mouthful, isn't it? So myself, Mark White and Eric Hallifson. So if you wake up, Eric, this morning as Alex Paguline or Johnny Mora, how are you feeling as you open your eyes? Is it an opportunity missed, or you're feeling quite proud of yourself finishing second in the world doubles?
Oh, yeah. I mean, particularly for Mora, that's his highest finish in a world championship ever. So you have to take positives when you've made it further than you've ever made it before. Alex hasn't been in the final of a world championship in a good number of years as well. So I'm sure they're happy with their performance. And so many good teams, so hard to get near the end. Of course, you want to win it, but yeah, they'll be happy with how they did.
Well, we did the semi-final, didn't we? And I was quite disappointed, to be honest, with Chinese Taipei in that semi-final. I thought they were kind of not lucky to get through, but it was certainly it wasn't their best game. Should we leave it like that? And yet they still got through it with their B game. But in the final, I watched most of it. I thought they were absolutely scintillating.
Yeah, we were doing a match for first half, but the half that I watched, not many mistakes at all. Kelly finally getting a break here. Oh, Rack caught her badly, but at least there's a ball down.
Wow, yeah. Hardly moved, did they?
Push out.
Ray smile. What's going through that mind right now, I wonder. No prizes for guessing, Eric.
I don't mind pushing towards the top left here. Chou can try to roll onto the 5. Cue ball might play off to the right a little too much in that case. Tough to thread the 1 ball between the 2, 7, 5. Cue ball be hitting the 2. I like playing onto the 5 here. Might move the 7 in an odd way, but not much else. Good shot. Slightly hard on the speed. Tough one there. Save from Chou. Not wanting to leave the left edge of the 1. Looks like she barely has.
Quick fire, not firing on all cylinders just yet. I think she's okay. I think it's pulled up. Oh, it goes. Well, from here it looks to me like it's covered.
On a kick, yeah, she'll be kicking at it.
Oh, I see. Right, I beg your pardon. I thought she called the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, she did call the right-hand corner.
Yeah, nice shot.
The old rail first, Eric. What a great shot that was.
Perfectly played on the position. Wow. If Chou keeps playing like this throughout the week, expect her to be right near the end of the tournament.
Just looks unflappable, doesn't she? Very calm-natured, Eric. Goes about her business very, very quietly around the table.
Extension.
Yeah, most players from Chinese Taipei and China have that quiet, calm confidence about them. Just a little too much angle going to the right here. Seems straight enough to me that she can just roll through it, but must not be.
Just going back
Perfect
to
mark.
Alex and John Moore very quickly, Eric. $20,000 each, 40 for the runners-up spot. I mean, 20,000 is what you normally get roughly for finishing second anyway, isn't it? Or first, even. In a lot of tournaments are 10,000 first prize. So to win 40 for coming second, not bad. Not a bad few days' work. All helps.
Yeah, it's a big boost for both of them. John's in a comfortable spot in his career at this point. He's picked up some new sponsors, has a lot of backing. He's put in a lot of hard work, and he's one of my good friends, and I hope the best for him, and I hope things keep going positively.
The drinks will be on them next time you're in Quarter Bank, I can guarantee it. You make sure of that, Eric.
Tom, you said so.
I will have a water, please.
Cue ball's running into the 10, but it's running the proper way towards the 8. Could draw off the top side of it. Be a little careful of the side pocket here coming across the table.
Looking very solid.
Looking for 5 games in a row now. And as we were saying, very few mistakes from Kelly, just strong play from Chou.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and say, what could I do about that? Not a lot. She hasn't done much wrong, as you say. In the opening 5 racks, the odd chance on that 2 ball when it was really difficult to get on the 3 ball, when she cannoned into the 10, couldn't be avoided. Can't think of too many more good opportunities anyway. The safety's been pretty good. And she's only had 35%. 35% of the time. Yeah, there's that smile about the rack. I mean, it's a discussion that will go on for years and years and years, Eric, long time after we leave this planet. But, what is the solution? You either use a template where balls are guaranteed to go in and you start, reading the rack and soft braking and all that kind of stuff and just run out after run out, that's boring as well. I think this is just about as good a rule as you can get.
Yeah, if I were to make a suggestion, I would consider using a template and forcing the players to break from the side rail. The players are so good, though, that I'm sure they'd find a way to, make the one ball in the side pocket too often. It's a tough one.
How about a template for the middle section? Say balls the first 2 rows, a template, and the rest of them a hand rack. What about that?
No one's thought of that one yet.
No, I wonder why.
You can do that in 10. You can do that in 10 ball. You can use those 9 ball triangle racks and not have the back, or I guess it would be 8 ball, not have the back row frozen.
Yeah. That's just me being silly, guys. I'm not making that as a suggestion. But if they do it in the future, if they do come out with a rack like that, I want some royalties. Thank you.
Kelly can push the 1 near the 5 here and get the cue ball near the 2. Has to be a little careful of cue ball playing too close to the corner pocket and also getting a rail, believe it or not. 1 should hit a rail.
Yeah, I wonder, will she jump this?
Jump kick, maybe, Mark?
I was thinking, yeah, if you jump kick it, then you're not going to end up on the 2, are you? But if you jump it and hold the cue ball, it's possible. It's a pretty long jump, though, Eric.
It is, yeah.
Let's see. I mean, that's the only reason I would jump it, because you can land on the 2 by going straight at it.
Yeah, you're right.
Not far away,
Contact
though.
by Chou.
Hasn't given anything up easy again, Eric.
Yeah, it looks like she can pocket it. Can't quite see how the cue ball is playing here. It's into the 6. Might run through down to an area near the short rail. Good job.
Well played.
Stunned around the 6. Especially after sitting for 5 games, it's a great shot to come out of the chair with. And we'll see what Kelly can get going here.
That's okay.
Yeah, comfortable position here. Believe the 8 passes in both corner pockets.
And I've just seen one idea from somebody, one of our viewers, says use a template, but you have to push out after the break. What about that one, Eric?
Interesting. I think it would slow the game down a little bit.
Could just be a case of it's not really broken, is it? So don't fix it. if you'll pardon the pun, it's every now and then, you're going to get a slug rack and you just have to deal with it. I think players over the years have ruined it for themselves, kind of thing. Corey Gill being one of those guys who learned how to break, learned the soft break, and it just became monotonous break and runs, didn't it? Boring with the one on the spot and template rack. Controlling the one ball and the cue ball off the rack became very easy. And then they bring in the 3-point rule. Then you get unlucky by a ball hitting the point and you don't make the 3-point rule. So that's not really fair either. I honestly don't know what the solution is. I really don't. I think this is about the best it gets. And we enjoy both sides of the game. We don't want to see break and runs all the time anyway. I know I certainly don't. I want to see all the different skill levels used, the kicking, the hooking, the jumping, the tactical battles, the push out as well. It's all good.
Yeah, for 9-ball, I think breaking from the box and putting the 9 in the spot has worked well. Because it takes a good skill hit to make the 1, and you're a little out of control with the cue ball, so you can't guarantee, and particularly with the 1 going in the pocket or trying to make the 1, you can't always control where the 2 is going to go. So the players are still rewarded for hitting the break properly, but you don't see as many runouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10-ball, I'm not sure about the solution. I guess the same could be said if they keep making the 1 playing 10-ball, they won't necessarily have position on the 2.
That's a better break for Kelly, but this time, no reward.
Yeah, 7 getting right in the middle. Kind of like pushing over to the left long rail. Somewhere near the 5, but not in line with the 5. She has the left edge.
You can't be very much of an edge. Is it enough to get past the 9?
Yeah, or even off the 4 behind the 9. Tough to be bridging over ball and hitting such a thin edge.
It kind of goes out of your view, doesn't it? Yeah, so difficult, that shot.
Ball in hand, chance for Kelly. Three placed perfectly onto the 4. All the nearest pockets available.
A little bit short
Cue
here,
ball
I
running
think.
into the 10 here. Yeah. Especially if the cue ball's running into the 10, could be trouble.
Extension.
Can't really do anything with the drawing angle. I believe it's going into the 6. Got a little more. Can play the draw between the 6-8. Decent recovery, but she has too much angle on the 3 now. She's going to have to run into the 4 here.
Dropping behind the 4, maybe. Oh, she's gone for it. No, she didn't go for it. Safety, wasn't it?
I think she went for it, just caught it thick. I think she was trying to run into the 4. Ended up coming around it because she hit it thickly. Similar shot for Chou here. A little thicker, so might be able to draw into it. I don't believe if she draws under it, she can play the 4 in the same pocket. I like drawing directly into this. Another miss. All of a sudden.
Everything went everywhere then. Head came up, cue came up, bit of body English as well. How's your double jumps, Kelly?
Yeah, tough.
3 ball, corner pocket.
Going for a thin contact here. Oh, possible
Contain
bank
for the
Eric.
moment. Yeah, a little tough to get the cue ball moving towards the 4 in that case. She can get enough left spin on this to bring the cue ball behind the 10. It's a good shot. Maybe cue ball behind the 6-8. Shot.
I think there's a gap, Eric.
Caught the window. There is.
It's a London Underground shot. That's the mind the gap. Read a lovely story actually. The guy that recorded that message, mind the gap, for the Underground and a few other messages, they still use them today. The guy has unfortunately passed away, but his wife every now and then goes down to the London Underground just to listen to her husband's voice. I thought that was really sweet.
Nice story.
Oh, look at this,
Eric.
Eric.
Play behind the 10 here.
Oh, what a shot.
What a shot.
Looked good from the moment
7.
it left the tip of her cue.
Yeah, 7's blocking the 2 rail kick back towards the 3 as well. I think it's going to go too long if she goes to the left of the 7. Really nothing else.
What about before it, Eric, with a bit of draw?
Too short, I think. Yeah, it's tough. No pocket for Chou here.
Yeah, on one foul though, she's going to be hooked here again. There's Alex watching his partner play in the mixed doubles, and Dimitris Lukatus. It's good to see them watching, isn't it? They were there watching Albin last night.
Yeah, I remember he's spending a lot of... Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say they're watching Albin play, and Albin struggled last night, didn't he, against young Derrin? I thought Derrin played really well. I can't wait to see him play again. He's just one of those players that excites me to watch.
Yeah, me too. Ton of talent. Looked like he had a little less experience playing 8-ball, but I'd be interested to see him play rotation. Has all the shots. Good composure.
Went down 8-6. Not a bad result against Albin Ocean. And led at 6-5.
Chou with a chance at the 3 fouls here. Everything pretty in the open. So we can go for the run out. That's an underrated play with ball in hand, just drawing straight back. I mean, you know the exact line the cue ball's coming on. Go for the speed. It's there. Two strong saves from Chou in this rack.
Yeah, and when she gets in, Eric, she looks like clearing up every time as well, doesn't she? Very strong in amongst the balls.
Straight enough to hold on the same side of the table here. Back into the angle. Going to leave natural angle in the 9. A little more angle. Going to cross it over. Just straight enough to hold.
Ball corner pocket. Game.
Yeah, strong stuff from Rita. I know a lot of people recognise her by her English name that she was given, Rita. But some encouraging signs as well for Kelly. Just got slightly out of line, didn't she, on that 2 ball? Didn't have the correct angle. Then Rita made a bit of a mess of it. But she got back to the table. And is looking very, very solid in amongst the balls, Eric. What do you think?
Yeah, just clinical stuff. No real flaws in any part of the game. Even hitting the break decently. Made 3 balls on 2 occasions, I believe. There goes the 1 again. And right on the 2.
Yeah, 3 balls sitting nicely. 4 over the same side of the table. 5 in the middle, almost on the spot. 6, 7, 8, all in a nice area as well, Eric. This is a good opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, just toughest positions from the 4 to the 5, but a lot of ways to get back. Likely take some angle between the 6-9 and play the cue ball over to the left side of the table. A little too much angle for that play now, I think. Might be able to hold it. She can't hold it. It's a little tough. Could draw underneath the 5 and back towards the middle of the table.
Extension.
Yeah, she'd love to get over the left side of the 5, wouldn't she? Just slightly or in line with it. Doesn't want to be hampered by it, though, of course. went 2 rails, 3 rails.
Yeah, I always thought this angle was playing into the 6, and it did.
Corner pocket, 4 ball.
Well, if she's jumping at this mark, she's a strong jumper because she only has about 3 inches between the balls.
And you got 5 seconds as well. Kept the ball on the table. Oh, look at that. Well, things just not going Kelly Fisher's way at the moment. Can't get a roll. It is a winner's qualification match, though, so whoever does end up losing this match won't be out. Second bite at the cherry.
4 ball side pocket.
Time for Kelly to get her air rush out. Wow.
Foul.
That's very unlike Kelly to miss the ball completely, isn't it?
Yeah,
Missed it wide.
wasn't that tough of a jump there? But these are the kind of things that happen when you're stuck in the chair for an hour or two, right? You just don't have the same feel you would when you're at the table more.
Yeah, and it's a little bit demoralising as well because on past form, when Rita's had a chance, she's ran the table. So that's in your back of your mind as well. You know your opponent's playing well. She only had 35% table time in the first set, Kelly. Rita, the other 65. So all the time Rita's getting warmer, Kelly's getting colder. Especially having to come to the table after your opponent's missed a jump shot to be hooked, and then you jump and miss it altogether. Just adds to the anguish.
She could just accept the 3-rail angle here on the 9. No real danger either way. Might as well try to draw back. Felt like she was drawing too close to the 9, so played all the way over to the long rail.
Yeah, it's a little bit worrying now.
10 ball corner pocket.
3-1 on the hill with this 10 ball. Best of 3 sets.
Game.
Yeah, I like what referee Dave Pearson does there. Doesn't call game until the cue ball has come to a stop. I think it's a nice little touch there at the end of the rack. Kind of gives the players a verbal can't think of the word, Eric. Yeah, there's that miss again. You have to say,
Yeah, the 2 balls she had.
Good run. But that does come when you're playing well, doesn't it, Eric? You often find that.
Only time she's been out of line, she's ended up with a hook after the mistake. And that makes a difference for a player like Kelly, too, obviously. You know, if she's gets a shot in those racks, things are going to go different. She's made the 1 ball a few times in this match so far. Eight ball flying in this time. And a shot on the one again. Kelly just leaning back in her chair, knows hasn't got any real opportunity in this match.
Three and four lay nice together, Eric, don't they? Over that side makes the positional side of it much easier. Three does go in top and bottom right hand corner pockets.
Up for the side. Okay. Looks like the five's only available in the top right.
I'd actually like to know how.
Go ahead.
I'd actually like to know how many shots Kelly Fisher has actually played. She had that one run out.
Yeah, she definitely has table play. That's sure. It's been a lot of saves, or not a lot, but a few. But yeah, like chances where she just is on really only one.
I wonder what Alex makes of it all. I wonder what he'd be saying to Kelly if this was a doubles match. What would he be whispering in her ear? Do you think, Eric? Anything she needs to improve, or?
No, I think she played fine here. Just ran into a tough opponent. And there's times like that when you're a player, you leave the match and you're not really upset. Of course, you wanted to win, but
Here's a mistake.
Much to do. Yeah,
she'll be jumping. You can guarantee it.
Extension.
Possible turning point in this match. If Kelly can make it 3-2, break and run. 3-3, all of a sudden the pressure mounts on Chou. But if she jumps this in, it's all over. Oh dear, wow. Oh dear. What can you say about that?
What a match from Chou. 3 balls to go, but real high-level stuff here.
Yeah, it's been an absolute dynamite performance. She lit the fuse early on and done the business. 4-1, 4-0. Well, what can you say? Kelly Fisher will be shell-shocked. I mean,